Oops. Good morning. Get my shirt fixed. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum, but it's 6:30 a.m. It's a little bit later. Just going through some stuff, which we'll talk about today a little bit. I'll do a little venting. Get your thoughts. I really need everybody's feedback on what they think. I'm not going to go too much detail, but I'll share with you some experiences yesterday at the office doing some enterprise coaching. But anyway, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Here to help you get home to your family and friends at a decent time so that you can grow. And while you're doing it, you're growing your business, adding value to the customer. And doing it without stress. I had a long conversation yesterday. It was a knockdown, drag out fight kind of thing between me and a manager, and just getting to the honest truth, man. And the honest truth is kind of emotional. And just getting to the truth and saying what's true. Everybody tries to hide stuff. So anyway, they're probably like, "What are you talking about, Greg?" So originally, and I was still about talking. I was talking about we got two things to talk about today. Getting up to speed. Oh, and this is the 222nd episode. 222, two, three twos. Getting your teams up to speed quicker. Talk a little bit about that. I'm still working on that. And then this obsession with this 15-minute mark in daily scrums. So I think I'm going to do the topics first and then go into my predicament and give you the explanation and how I'm going to do it and what I almost did, what I was thinking about. So first, about getting teams up to speed quicker. So when we do the ATF class, right, we teach everybody in the class how to do an annotated agenda for each ceremony in like Scrum or Agile ceremonies that go along. And we adjust it over time, different ceremonies, different types of Agile, and we do this. And we have everybody go, what's the purpose? Work through the process, purpose, agendas, issues, risks, things that you can do, remedies to these risks, and do all that. And it's really great. And I think we're actually going to do a seminar on it at some point in time. Let me know if you're interested in the seminar. Post it up. But it's a great way, because we go through all the ceremonies, the basics. Here's what we need to do in the next 2 weeks, right? And how it works. And if you're a facilitator, coach, or scrum master, we lay out each ceremony and how to do it, how to annotate it, and all the things that could sabotage the event. It's a great way of getting a team up to speed really quickly, because you lay it out and you actually write an agenda. You're just not winging it for the whole sprint, right? You're actually laying out risks, remedies, alternate solutions, how to do it, techniques you want to use, how you want to introduce this thing. And it lays out that first 2 weeks. And I really think it's a great tool to, when you start off a team or you want to get them proactive and into it and very productive, to get them kick-started. So it's something we're going to do, but I just want to share about what you can do if you haven't already done it. Is you take each ceremony and you annotate on it, and I have a picture on our site, I think, of one of the things, but we'll talk about it more. You, you annotate each ceremony and lay out the agendas, the purposes. You put it on a big board, put it on your paper, however you want to do it, so everybody knows what it is all about, right? And what takes it down, and then you, as a coach or scrum master, plan your alternative approaches, your approach to how you want to coach it, how you want to implement it. And having that level of details gives you a nice way of getting through that first 2 weeks, right? Something to fall back on. What do I do? And then you can adjust as you go. And working on how we want to do that, definitely going to do an online seminar. But if you haven't done an annotated agenda, practice with some of your ceremonies. It's a great thing to do. So that's topic one. And maybe that's a teaser, and there's really not enough information, but we're going to go with it. Topic number two. That 15 minutes drive me nuts. And I look at it myself. Maybe I'm one of the ones that created it. It's like the guys who do the pointing thing, right? The 15 minutes is a guide. I hear so many Scrum Masters say, well, Daily Scrum has to be in 15 minutes, so we got to be done, and then we got to be done, we got to be done, we got to be done. And that sets up an environment that you don't want, right? It's not about the 15 minutes. It's the fact that having good, solid conversation with 7 to 9 people or whatever your team size is, even 15 people, can be done in 15 minutes. It's not, the driving factor is not the 15-minute mark, right? The driving factor is good, useful information, and it doesn't take so long to get done. 15 minutes is just a time box. It's not a due date. It's not a deadline. It's not something that the team has to strive for, and you have to rush through everything, right? If it takes a little more than 15 minutes, that's okay. Don't obsess about the 15 minutes. Obsess about good communications during the daily scrum. That's what yours should be assessing about. And when I wrote it, is Scrum Masters are obsessing with the wrong darn thing. They're obsessing with 15 minutes and not obsessing with good communication during daily scrum. And that's where you fail. So I'm just giving you that little piece that says, cut it with the 15 minutes. Okay, enough. Make sure you got good communication. That's what you should be working on for that daily scrum, not the 15-minute mark. That's an artificial thing, right? And I don't think a lot of beginning Scrum Masters get that, nor teams, nor Agile coaches, to be honest with you. They keep quoting the 15 minutes. It's like, I say 15 minutes. There's no reason why it can't be done in 15 minutes, right? I don't think there's a reason. It goes over and up, depending on what you're doing. But having a good conversation on who's doing what, what's getting done, especially if you're only doing 1 or 2 things. If you're doing 50 things, you're screwed anyhow. I can't help you. But if you're only doing a couple things a day, 15 minutes is plenty of time to get it done. You don't need an hour, right? And that's the purpose. You don't need an hour. You don't need a half hour. You can be done in 15 minutes. You just got to be good, solid, straight communication to the agenda. So that's item 2. Item 3, which is not on my list, which happened yesterday. I'm going to talk about it and share it with you all. So I'm coaching. And I have a group that I'm inside. Now, a lot of places outside the organization, they come and ask me to coach them. It's terrible. And I'm like, sure, what am I doing here? So all these other outside groups and people and other teams, hey, Greg, can you help me out? But the ones I do coach in my group, they like it. They appreciate it and they enjoy it, and I help them work through their processes, right? I had a conversation with the manager yesterday. It was interesting. And I'm debating what I want to do and how I want to move on with that issue and how do I present it. Because I'm not going to run away. A lot of Agile coaches would just back off, run away, go in their little hole and go find a new job. That's what they would do because the battle is tough. Sometimes we need some good people that want to battle a little bit. Now, if the company doesn't want to battle and really get down to truth and what's truth of that, then maybe that's the answer, right? You can't help them, right? And coaching, the idea is you can only really help people that really want to get coached. So here's my predicament. Got my manager, which is a different manager. Get the manager group I'm coaching, and then I got their executive above them. So I got a triad of things to go through, right? How do I do this without getting everybody upset and coming off as a crazy person, right? So I had a conversation yesterday because I had to, because this was getting ridiculous, and I hear what's going on around, things they're doing, and what people want, and I'm kind of battling a few people. So I just had a heart-to-heart thought, and he says to me, "Well, I asked my people, you know, is the Agile coaching helping you?" I'm like, "Really, you did, huh?" And they said it wasn't. Well, I said, "Well, did they tell you they didn't want to be coached? Did they tell you they told me they didn't want to coach?" And I had 3 levels of managers on it say, "Well, don't coach them because they're too busy." Right? Love that. He's like, "No." Okay. And then even before that conversation, we're talking about Agile and how to make this company do better, and they're having stuff. So I said, can we make some room in what your demands are for the team to grow and be better at what they do do some Agile, get some more agility into the system, do basic unit testing. So it's so pitiful. Do basic unit testing, right? Well, I don't know. I don't think so, because we got a lot of stuff too, and actually it's going to get worse. So it's going to get worse. So you want to blame Agile for your inability for your team. This is what I'm, my head. It's like going on my brain. For your inability of your team to improve, you want to blame Agile. However, you won't give any space whatsoever in their flexibility to actually practice Agile, to learn new tools, to grow and get better at what you do. Really? Well, how the hell is Agile going to help you? How is anybody going to help you? How is me as a coach going to help coach your team to be better, right? It's like, boom, blow your brains out, right? So I'm in a predicament. How do I handle this? How do I agree to? How do I get in there? Because, all I know is he's telling his manager, well, Agile coaching doesn't result in anything. It doesn't. My people say it hasn't improved because you haven't let the Agile coaching exist in your organization. How is it going to help your organization if you're not open to Agile coaching? Right? Of course, it's not going to help you. It's obvious. You just said over here that you're not going to open up or free up the people to learn how to do their job better, to perform better, to deliver better value to your customer. And then on the other side, you can say, well, Agile coaching isn't helping me any. Because you just said over here that you're not going to let anybody in there to help coach the team to make them a better group of people and better developers and better group. So how is Agile going to help you? I'm in a predicament. So it's going to be this rock and roll. How do I do it? And then, he might be telling his boss that Agile doesn't work. Agile doesn't work because you won't let it work. This is where leadership gets into and I'm on a soapbox here, right? This is where leadership plays a major role in how Agile works. If the leadership won't let Agile and coaching and Scrum Masters do what they need to do, then of course it's not going to give you any benefit because you won't let it give you any benefit. But then you're going to go and claim that Agile doesn't do any better. Yes, because you won't let it help you in any shape or form. That's my predicament. So what I'm going to do, my problem was I actually picked up my laptop. I was ready to type an email and send it out there and bam, I'm not going to do it. Maybe my age, maybe my coaching, do my cohort and get my expertise. So I'm not going to do that. Though, however, I just ventured into the world of the internet with this program, which I haven't posted up on LinkedIn yet, but it'll be interesting. I would love to hear from everybody. How would you handle that situation? Besides the email that goes in to their boss and their boss's boss and blah, because I've seen that happen in my career. And I go, well, that wasn't very good, right? So I don't want to do that, right? But one couple things I am going to do, some references. We use LinkedIn. See if I get some feedback from other coaches and Scrum Masters. How do you do that? First one, go put your resume on, go to a new job. Because tomorrow I could get a new job tomorrow. There's like right now where I live, there's some good 10 different companies right now that need an Agile coach. Probably could go there right now. May not be where I want to go, but if I wanted to, I could be a Scrum Master. There's plenty of Scrum Master jobs. This is, so I have options. So my safety measure is fine. I don't have any issues with money or income. I got enough money saved up because I'm smart. I budget it. We're good. So my safety is good. How do I deal with the group? So what I'm going to do, sharing with you on LinkedIn and social media and just get your feedback. How do you deal with such a situation? And go ahead and get graphic or get whatever. I don't know. It'd be fun to hear. You should do this. And so it might be interesting. The other one is I have an Agile coaches cohort that I signed up for. I'm going to share with them. So I got like 10, 12 other Agile coaches that are part of this program that we're doing this expert thing with the IC Agile. I'm gonna give it to them. I want to get their feedback and what they think and have them coach me on how I'm going to do it. So this is how you use an Agile cohort. So I'm gonna enlist my Agile cohort, my coaches cohort, and I'm gonna say, here's my predicament. Here's what I got going. What do you think? I should do? Any recommendations how to handle it, talk it through before I react emotionally and send off some nasty email to the group. So we're going to see. We're going to experiment. And I'll be tomorrow, and I'll let you know how it went. If I get information from the internet, it's Saturday. I don't know if I'll get that much. The cohort, and we're getting ready for our meeting on Monday anyhow. So we'll see if I get some feedback. But anyway, it's part of being a coach. It's part of transformation. It's amazing. They want you to transform, yet they won't give you space to transform. Yet they'll blame you for not transforming an organization, but yet they won't give you the space and the entrance to do even like a 5%. Give me 5% of your time. I'll do it. No, I can't do that. Give me a half hour a week. No, I can't do it. I'm too busy. I'm too behind. And there's ramifications that they don't realize what's going on in the organization, that they want to blame it on anything, but it's really on them. Because I know what's going on, and I know the personalities and the thought process behind the business on the other side that's stressing them out, but they won't admit it. Anyway, I got low talking. Have a great day. We're at 16:03, so we're 1 minute over that 15-minute mark. You got to be Scrum 15 minutes. Anyway, ring the bell, the new adventures that I'll share with you, high bubbles, and we'll move on from there. But hey, I really would like your feedback and your opinions and thoughts. And you can direct message me if you want, or you can text, or you can comment. So have a great weekend. Enjoy. Have some fun with the kids, right? Take a step from that computer every once in a while. See ya. Take care. Have a great, awesome. That's why I did this. Is it a good day, a bad day? I don't know. But anyway, it's always a good day. Take care. Bye. Happy scrumming, by the way.